Did you know that some of the 2009 Bicentennial Lincoln Pennies could be worth a fortune? What looks like just an ordinary penny in your change might actually be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. A handful of these coins with rare errors, unique varieties, or in pristine condition have become extremely valuable among collectors. Did you know that one of the most ordinary-looking pennies in your pocket could actually be worth millions of dollars? Yes, I'm talking about the 2009 Lincoln Formative Years penny. What looks like just a regular cent could actually be a hidden jackpot waiting to be discovered. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to show you exactly which rare errors make these coins so valuable, how to identify them, and some shocking auction records where collectors paid unbelievable amounts for these tiny treasures. The year 2009 was very special for American coinage. It marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, born in 1809, and also the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent, first released in 1909 with the famous wheatback design. The second design, Formative Years, is the one we're focusing on today. It shows a young Abraham Lincoln sitting on a log, reading a book, with his tools nearby, symbolizing his self-education and hard work. Rare error varieties to look for. Now, let's break down the most valuable error varieties of the 2009 Formative Years penny. Double die reverse, DDR, varieties. These DDR coins can sell for $500 to over $5,000, depending on condition. Off-center strikes. When the coin isn't struck properly in the press, part of the design is missing. A 2009 Formative Years penny with an off-center strike of 50% or more could easily fetch $1,000 plus at auction. Clipped planchet errors. Collectors value these between $100 and $500, but rare dramatic clips can go for $1,500 plus. Wrong metal, transitional, errors. Such pieces can be worth tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars because they're virtually one of a kind. Values and auction records. Let's talk about real money, what collectors are paying for these rare coins. A 2009 Extra Fingers DDR Lincoln penny in high mint state, MS67, has sold for over $3,500. A rare off-center strike example fetched nearly $1,200. A dramatic clipped planchet error sold for around $900. And the dream find, a transitional wrong planchet penny, has the potential to hit $50,000 to $100,000 plus, or even more if multiple bidders want it. Some coin experts speculate that if a one-of-a-kind major minting blunder of this 2009 penny were discovered, it could potentially reach $500,000 to $1 million at auction, simply because collectors love modern U.S. mint errors. How to identify a rare 2009 Formative Years penny? Here are some quick tips so you don't overlook treasure in your change. Check the hands and book closely, look for doubling, extra fingers, or odd outlines. Look at the edges. Clipped planchets and off-center strikes are obvious if you examine carefully. Weigh the coin. A standard 2009 penny weighs 2.5 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it may be a rare wrong planchet error. Use a magnifying glass. 10x minimum doubling is not always visible to the naked eye. Today, we're diving into the world of the 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny, one of the most fascinating modern coins in U.S. history. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, which errors are worth a fortune, and why collectors are paying insane prices for these coins. Background and history. To honor Lincoln, the U.S. Mint launched the Lincoln Bicentennial 1-cent program, which featured 4 special reverse designs showing major stages of Lincoln's life. The fourth and final design, the 2009 Presidency penny, is the one we'll explore today. Billions were minted, but the rare errors and varieties make some 2009 Presidency pennies worth life-changing money. Why the 2009 Presidency penny is special. At first glance, this penny looks ordinary. But here's why collectors love it. Historic tribute. It's the last of the 4 bicentennial designs. Low circulation demand. Many people saved them in rolls, thinking they'd become rare. Error goldmine. A surprising number of minting mistakes turned this coin into a jackpot for collectors. Short-lived design. After 2009, the U.S. Mint switched to the Union Shield reverse, making this series 1 year only. Rare error varieties to look for. The real treasure lies in the errors. Here are the most valuable 2009 Presidency penny errors, double die errors, DDO/DDR. Some rare double die coins have sold for $500 to $5,000, depending on grade. Off-center strikes. A 2009 Presidency penny that's 50% off-center can bring $1,000 plus. Clipped planchet errors. These often sell for $100 to $500, but dramatic clips can go for $1,500 or more. Wrong planchet errors. These can reach $25,000 to $100,000 plus, depending on uniqueness. Unplated zinc errors. These unusual errors can sell for hundreds to thousands. Values and auction records. Let's look at real-world money. 2009 Presidency penny, MS67 red, regular strike $300 to $500. Double die reverse, $2,500 plus for high-grade examples. Off-center strikes, sold for $800 to $1,200 at auctions. Unplated zinc error, around $2,000. Wrong planchet example, estimated potential of $50,000 to $100,000 plus if authenticated. Some experts believe that if a unique major discovery error emerges, like a mule coin with a mismatched obverse and reverse, it could fetch $500,000 or even more at a top auction house like Heritage Auctions. How to identify a rare 2009 Presidency penny? Here's how to check your change. Inspect the Capitol Dome, look for doubling or distortions. Check the edges. Clipped or off-center errors are easy to spot. Weigh the coin. Standard 2009 cents weigh 2.5 grams. If different, it may be a wrong planchet. Look for missing copper layer. A silvery zinc surface means an unplated error. Use magnification. A 10x loop can reveal tiny details invisible to the naked eye. What if I told you that a simple penny you might have in your pocket, hiding in a jar, or resting in an old coin album could be worth not just a few cents? We are diving into one of the most fascinating modern U.S. coins, the 2009 Professional Life Lincoln Cent. While most of these coins are worth just a penny, a rare few have error varieties, high-grade conditions, or special minting quirks that make them extremely valuable treasures. To honor this milestone, the U.S. Mint released 4 different reverse designs on the penny in 2009, each celebrating a different stage of Lincoln's life. The Professional Life penny is the third in the series. It depicts Abraham Lincoln standing before the Illinois State Capitol in Springfield, symbolizing his years as a lawyer and legislator, the crucial period that prepared him for the presidency. While these numbers seem high, keep in mind that compared to billions of other Lincoln cents produced in most years, 2009 saw lower mintages due to the financial crisis and reduced demand for coins. Rare error varieties that make them valuable. Double die errors, DDO/DDR, values, from $100 to $5,000 plus depending on the clarity and grade. Off-center strikes, the greater the off-center percentage, the higher the value. Values, $300 to $3,000. Wrong planchet errors, these weigh differently than the standard 2.5 grams. Values, $5,000 to $25,000 plus. Die cracks and cuts, some show dramatic breaks across Lincoln's portrait or the building. Values, $50 to $500 plus depending on severity. High-grade business strikes and proofs, a Professional Life penny in MS68RD, red designation, has sold for over $3,000. Deep cameo proofs in PR70 have also brought thousands at auction. Trophy auction records and sales, collectors have already paid huge money for top-quality and error 2009 Professional Life pennies. Some examples: a 2009 D Professional Life penny in MS68RD sold for $3,055 at a Heritage auction. Error examples with major doubling or wrong planchets have been estimated at $10,000 to $20,000. Experts predict that unique specimens, such as dramatic misstrikes or high-grade coins with special toning, could one day bring six-figure sales, potentially hitting the $100,000 to $1 million mark if the right buyer emerges. Detective: how to identify a valuable 2009 Professional Life penny. If you have one of these coins, here's a quick collector's checklist. Check the mint mark. Both Philadelphia and Denver coins can have valuable varieties. Look for doubling. Inspect with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Weigh the coin. if it doesn't weigh 2.5 grams, it may be a wrong planchet error. Inspect strike quality, sharp details and full luster are signs of high-grade coins. Check for die breaks, raised blobs or cracks are collectible errors. Consider grading. If your coin looks flawless, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. We're going to explore the 2009 Lincoln Birth and Early Childhood Penny, also known as the cabin penny. This is no ordinary cent, it's one of the most collectible modern coins in America, and some rare error examples have sold for shocking amounts at auctions. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which pennies to look for. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint created the Lincoln Bicentennial 1-cent program, which released 4 different reverse designs throughout the year. Each design honored a different chapter in Lincoln's life. The cabin penny was the very first design released, showing the humble Kentucky log cabin where Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809. Why the 2009 cabin penny is special. At first glance, the cabin penny looks ordinary, but it's a powerhouse for collectors because it was only minted for a single year. Billions were made, but error varieties make certain coins incredibly valuable. It's part of a limited 4-coin historical set, making it highly collectible. It connects directly to Lincoln's legacy of rising from poverty to greatness. Collectors view this penny as the symbolic start of the Bicentennial series, which makes it especially meaningful. Error varieties to look for. Here's where the real treasure begins. Most 2009 cabin pennies are worth face value, but error versions can bring in thousands, or even more. Double die errors, DDO and DDR, these errors can bring $500 to $5,000 in top condition. Off-center strikes, a dramatic off-center strike, 50% or more, can sell for $1,000 plus. Clipped planchet errors, prices range from $100 to $800, with larger clips fetching more. Wrong planchet errors, these rare errors can sell for $25,000 to $100,000 plus depending on condition. Unplated zinc errors, these errors bring hundreds to thousands of dollars. Proof strike errors, rare proof errors can fetch $10,000 plus at auction. Values and auction records, let's break down the potential values. Regular 2009 cabin penny, MS65 red, $15 to $25. MS67 red, around $300 to $500. Double die reverse, DDR $2,000 to $5,000 depending on grade. Off-center errors, $800 to $1,500. Unplated zinc error, $2,000 to $3,500. Wrong planchet errors, $25,000 to $100,000 plus. How to identify a rare 2009 cabin penny. To spot a winner, here's what you need to do. Examine the log cabin, check the logs and windows for doubling. Check the strike, off-center strikes are obvious with missing parts. Weigh the coin, standard weight is 2.5 grams. Anything off could mean a wrong planchet. Look for silver color, missing copper plating means a zinc error. Use a magnifying glass, a 10x loupe or USB microscope reveals hidden details.